So that's literally how I lived my life. Even in my book now, writing about it, I was not comfortable telling my story because my story involves my mom, my story involves my dad, my story involves my ex-husband.
So I first started off confused, regretful. Steve Harvey told me, he said, regret is the most worthless emotion in the earth. Those are his kids.
After months of rumors, whispers, and endless speculation, Shaunie is finally speaking out. And trust me, what she had to say will shock you. Her relationship with Pastor Keon Henderson seemed like a fairy tale, but behind the Instagram posts, red carpet appearances, and sweet moments, something was off. And now, Shaunie has confirmed what everyone was secretly wondering. The cracks in the perfect picture they painted have finally surfaced.
And I woke up one morning and all hell had broken loose, and I started receiving text messages from everywhere, and I didn't really know what I had done wrong.
Right.
That's where I started.
For those of you who have followed Shaunie throughout the years, you know her as the epitome of grace, strength, and independence. She's been through a lot. From her marriage to NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal, to stepping into the role of a reality TV star and a powerful businesswoman. But even for someone like her, trusting the wrong people can lead to heartbreak. And when it came to Pastor Keon, Shaunie's world was shattered.
I protected my space.
Yeah.
I shared what I wanted to share specifically. I grew up in a house where my mother was like, what goes on in our house stays in this house.
Shaunie's romance with Pastor Keon Henderson began like a Hollywood dream. After a painful public split with Shaquille O'Neal, she thought she had finally found her happily ever after. Keon, a charismatic pastor, seemed to offer everything she wanted: stability, faith, love, and shared values. Their connection grew stronger over time, and after 2 years of dating, Keon proposed in the most unexpected way. Shaunie had never been proposed to before, and this moment, the one she'd longed for, was truly magical.
Oh my God. That is beautiful.
But as time went on, something changed. The once perfect couple started to look, well, not so perfect anymore. The couple's social media pages were once filled with adorable posts, vacation pics, date nights, and spiritual moments. They looked happy, in love, and spiritually connected. Keon spoke often about faith, love, and trust. They were the it couple, the example of what true love should look like, and fans were rooting for them. But as the months passed, cracks in that image started to show, and the fans weren't blind to it.
Like, I remember, if y'all do get my audible and my voice sounds monotone, is because I was in a sunken place that day because of that man getting online and saying that about me, because all I was thinking about was my husband.
As time went on, Shaunie and Keon's relationship began to raise a few eyebrows. Joint appearances became less frequent. Shaunie, the social media queen, who used to post frequently about her life with Keon, was now sharing less and less. Even when they did appear together, there was an undeniable shift in how they interacted. The posts that were once overflowing with love and admiration became more cryptic and less personal. Fans started to wonder if everything was really as perfect as it appeared.
Yeah, I mean, along with, I think Keon helps me, he motivates me to just be a better person every day, make better decisions, show a lot more grace.
And it wasn't just the fans who noticed. Media outlets started to buzz about the growing tension in their relationship. The lack of public appearances and the subtle shift in tone raised questions about whether their marriage was on shaky ground. As time went on, Keon started attending high-profile events without Shaunie by his side, and fans couldn't help but wonder, where's Shaunie?
And so he has first right of refusal.
Yeah.
Those are his children. I never walked into his children's life trying to be their father. What I said to each one of them individually is, what do you need me to be?
And then things took a darker turn. Shaunie shared a cryptic quote about resilience and self-love, and the fans immediately jumped to conclusions. Was this about her relationship? Was she hinting at trouble in paradise? And just when things couldn't get more mysterious, Keon posted a sermon clip about weathering life's storms, and it had the internet buzzing. Was he subtly addressing their issues? Or was it just another sermon for his followers?
And that's probably a complete delusional thought process.
Right.
But you do think that, or you have those hopes and like, you know what, this will all stop, it'll all go away.
Fans couldn't take it anymore. The rumours were spiralling, and the only thing left was for Shaunie to speak up and set the record straight. And when she finally did, the world was ready. Shaunie O'Neal's Instagram post shattered the silence. She finally confirmed what everyone had been speculating about. Her marriage to Pastor Keon Henderson had ended. But what made this revelation even more powerful was the way she chose to announce it. There was no drama, no accusations, just grace and maturity. Shaunie shared that after prayer, thought, and honest conversations, she and Keon had decided to go their separate ways.
As a pastor, I know the difference between disturbance and worship. And what people have to understand is that every time you hear a noise in church, it isn't worship.
The message was clear. Sometimes two people can love each other, but realize that they're on different paths. She stressed that their split didn't take away from the love and respect they had for each other. Fans quickly flooded the comments with words of support, applauding Shaunie for handling such a painful situation with grace and dignity.
Take you around to the celebrity homes. We were eating somewhere and they drove by and he was like, they stop and they taking the pictures. He was like, this is my life. And I'm like, no, kind of.
Unlike many celebrity breakups that are fueled by bitter words and public feuds, Shaunie's announcement was a refreshing take on how to handle life's hardest moments. She didn't get into the specifics of what led to the split, but the way she communicated the decision left little room for speculation about any bad blood.
Yeah, I think we both support each other. Like, I used to tease him and be like, could you please hurry up and get a wife? And then you could stop, randomly FaceTiming me and talking about your day.
So what really happened between Shaunie and Keon? What led to the end of what seemed like a fairy tale romance? Fans were quick to put their detective hats on, diving deep into the couple's history, lifestyle differences, and public personas. The first major question was the difference in their lifestyles. Shaunie, a reality TV star, loves being in the public eye. She shares her life with millions of followers, and her entire career is based on that. Keon, on the other hand, is a pastor, a man of faith, and a spiritual leader. His world is rooted in privacy, community, and keeping certain aspects of his personal life sacred.
And he knew it was a lie, but it's just all the people that like to believe that type of stuff that call him. So he's like, babe, my phone is blowing up.
That difference in lifestyle could have led to some serious tension over time. Shaunie's world is built on visibility and openness, while Keon's is grounded in discretion. Could that difference have put a strain on their relationship? Fans couldn't help but think so.
And it's not their decision to write a book, right? It was mine. So it was like I was shielding everything to protect everybody.
Another factor could be the pressure of living under constant scrutiny. Being in the public eye is no easy task, especially when you're constantly under the microscope. Even the smallest disagreements can be magnified and turned into public gossip. Shaunie, as a mother of 5, knows how to juggle a lot of responsibility, but the added stress of maintaining a perfect image could have been a huge challenge for both her and Keon.
I've learned this. One of the things that causes a woman to lock the keys to her heart, and I know infidelity will do it.
For Shaunie, the end of her marriage wasn't just about a public breakup. It was about personal growth and understanding. As someone who has bounced back from countless challenges in her life, Shaunie showed the world that growth is possible, even after heart-wrenching decisions. She had always been a symbol of strength, but now she would have to find that strength within herself once again.
Yeah, I think, yes, you do, but at the same time, you do think, okay, we're getting married, we're having kids, we're a family. Things are gonna change.
Shaunie's story is an important reminder that even those who seem to have it all can face struggles that are both personal and painful. It's easy to look at a celebrity marriage and assume everything is perfect, but the truth is no one truly knows what goes on behind closed doors. Shaunie O'Neal has been through a lot, but she's handling this with the type of grace that we should all aspire to.
Hey, I'm not, get a girlfriend or something. I don't know. So
Dang,
it doesn't
Shaunie.
matter. We kind of teased each other in that way.
So, what's next for Shaunie O'Neal? Where does she go from here? With her entrepreneurial skills, her influence, and her experience in front of the camera, the possibilities are endless. Could she use this moment to further her career as a producer and creator? Absolutely. She's already a force to be reckoned with in the entertainment industry, and there's no doubt that this next chapter will be full of opportunity.
Yes, and I'm so sorry. So that's all I can say, but it's like, I feel horrible.
One possibility could be a new season of Basketball Wives that dives deeper into her personal journey. Fans might get a real look at her struggles, her heartbreak, and how she picks up the pieces to rebuild her life.
That has the most complicated lock, of which only a single key can open, she is very, very apt.
Beyond Basketball Wives, Shaunie could create a docuseries, or even start a podcast where she opens up about love, faith, and her experiences in the spotlight. She's already proven that she knows how to navigate the entertainment world, and there's no limit to what she can do next.
He supports me in a relationship. I support him. We have a great, co-parenting relationship.
In the end, Shaunie O'Neal has shown that no matter how much life throws at you, there's always a way to come back stronger. Her divorce from Pastor Keon Henderson was undoubtedly a tough pill to swallow, but her ability to handle the situation with such dignity and maturity has left fans in awe. This story is far from over, but one thing's for certain: Shaunie will continue to shine.
The lies. I started out when I got the divorce with so many lies. Me and my mama were stealing money and all types of stuff. So now I'm kind of numb to it. It's unfortunate. I hate it for my husband, though.
So, what do you think? Do you think the pressures of fame and faith played a role in Shaunie and Keon's split? Or is there something deeper going on that we don't know about? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Celeb Titbits and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update on this unfolding drama.